Basketball isn't easy. All my life, I've been striving to make myself better. It's a full-time commitment. To be the best, you have to work the hardest. You have to chase what seems impossible over and over and over again. Because giving up is not an option. And when you feel like you've reached your limit, it's only the beginning. That's when it's time to dig deep, to find the courage to push some more. Because if you got the drive, the discipline, and the resolve to do what it takes to make yourself great, then the rewards are endless.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I
Do
got
it now,
no
so
love
do it
for
now.
fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
I won't stop, but I won't stop now.
And the players doing a little talking here before tip-off. It's all in good fun right now. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Hello, everyone. Great to have you with us. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. Now a chance to check out tonight's starting lineups. First, for the Nuggets, Abdul Rauf is out there with Steph. We've got Mutombo, a very solid big man who'll be making every effort to control the glass and make some big plays under the rim. And there's Williams, and it's Ellis at the power forward. And for the Sonics, Gary Payton is out there with Hersey Hawkins. We've got Johnson. He'll be battling near the boards to get the job done, both on offense and defense. Then it's Schrempf, and it's Kemp in at the 4 spot. So the Sonics win the tip. Now here's Payton. Back to Kemp. Pass to Hawkins. He dishes it to Payton. It's Schrempf on the wing. Feeds it to Payton. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him.
Well, the number one priority for a defense when you face this guy is to keep him getting anywhere from the basket because he's just so strong as a finisher.
And the other thing about him, his hand, a terrific asset of his. Very quick and strong. As a ball handler, he's the last guy you want defending.
And so it's the Sonics getting on the board first. Williams inside the line. Rebound, Payton.
Well, with that much space off the pick, you've got to drop that in.
Yeah, you got to make that one. I mean, that's a high-quality shot you should make 9 out of 10 times.
Outstanding job there to absorb the contact and guide it in.
That's how you impose your will against the defender. He came to play.
The Supersonics shooting their first free throw of the game. The free throw drops for Schrempf. On offense, here are the Nuggets. It's a 5-point game. Ball's not loose. Dives for it. And that'll be Denver as it goes out of bounds. Nuggets retain possession. And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. I caught up with the Sonics head coach. He knows they're up against a team that plays best when they're getting to the rim. He told me that their #1 concern is going to be sliding over to help on any drives and closing up any lanes to the hoop as quickly as possible. Good rotation is key, guys.
And thank you, Doris. About a minute played so far here in the first. And that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
A lot of noise coming from these fans. Pretty unhappy with that call.
Well, you know, we've got a lot of amateur officials in the crowd, and not one of them liked it.
That's a shot that he sometimes struggles with, but you can't fault him for taking it when the defense backs off like that.
Here's Stiff. Soft touch off the glass.
And I like that move to the hoop. You use your speed, go around the bigger defender.
Payton with the ball. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Johnson, the pass to Payton. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Seattle on defense. Here is Stiff. Swiped it away. And they're on the break. Here's Kemp. And that is good.
4 or 5 shots have dropped for them already. Not a bad way to get things started.
Passes it to Stiff. Here's Abdul Rauf. He's covered by Hawkins. Outside Williams. Denver passing it around. Mutombo kicks to Williams. Lock at 6. Out of bounds. Seattle will take possession.
A temporary lapse of focus from him on that turnover. It's embarrassing, but on occasion it does happen.
If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first.
Come on, Gary.
And here is Payton. Back to Schrempf. The feed to Kemp. Stolen by Ellis. Pass to Stiff. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the strike for 2.
Way to play in attack mode and get inside.
And you know, if you're on defense and you're going to foul, make sure it's a good one. They did, preventing the and one.
Denver shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. First free throw is good. Sam Perkins, he's checked in for Seattle. That one misses. Sonics leading by 4. Schrempf dishes to Kemp.
I tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage anyway. It was only with one hand, but he threw it down pretty hard.
Williams inside the line. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Right side, Kemp. Tipped. Ellis with it. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Big group substitution here for Denver. Tipped away. McMillan against Rogers. Brickowski passes to Wingate. Here's McMillan. Just 4 to shoot. The shot is off. Great D that time from Rodney Rogers.
You got to put bodies on the glass right there. They just are not getting it done on the boards.
Yeah, they've got to do a much better job of going harder than that to the glass.
Here's Pat. Seattle grabs the miss.
That's not an opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Abdul Rauf against McMillan. Wingate. Steps back and fires. That drops. Wingate's got his first points in this one.
Their offense already flowing. Some stellar shooting while jumping out to this lead.
Well, high-quality shots, and they've been on target with them.
Here's Pat. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Abdul Rauf with a screen on Perkins. And it's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here. Johnson, he's checked in for Mutombo. 1:02 left in the first quarter of the game. Pushing it up. Here's Wingate. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Now, you got to make a defensive adjustment here, Clark. Time to collapse inside, force the ball back out of the perimeter, make them beat you from long range.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one.
That finish brings me back to the old days, the silky smooth finger roll.
Yeah, he's a full-court man. And what I mean by that is he has no problem just taking the ball coast to coast on the break, sometimes on his own, or, you know, if he prefers finding an open wing runner. Either way, the ability to create easy points for his team.
And, Steve, some of the best highlights you're ever going to see are going to come from this guy. Every time he steps on the court, there's a chance he'll perform the dunk of the season.
Here is Bukowski. He passes to Askew. Launches a three. Gets it to go. Askew's got himself on the board with three there.
Well, with this soft D, they're allowing them to shoot a very high percentage from the field so far.
Yeah, and they're just not offering any resistance, not making anything difficult for them, and they're able to kind of do whatever they want to do.
The Nuggets have gone 2 for 3 at the foul line in this game. First one falls for him. He makes 1 of 2 that time. Rogers passes to Johnson. Here's Abdul Rauf, covered by Perkins. And the pass to Pat. He kicks to Johnson. Just couldn't take the lid off. They had their chances, but came up empty. Askew. And we reached the end of the...
Perfect.
Welcome back, everyone. We're ready to get going again as this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports continues. Players are topped off with Gatorade, hydrated, and ready to get going again as well. And before we move on, guys, what do you think about what we've seen so far from the Supersonics?
And they've done a nice job here offensively to establish a rhythm and a pace to this game.
And I like that they're finding ways to score, playing well here, Steve.
Here's Pat. He's covered by McMillan. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Here we go, one-on-one. Tries to keep it alive. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession. And the Nuggets making a change here. Williams is checked in. The Nuggets trail by 9. Here's Abdul Rauf. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Detlef Schrempf's checked in for Wingate. Here is Rogers. Gets it to go. Rodgers has got the opening basket here in the second quarter for the Nuggets. Seattle leading by 7. Here's McMillan. Backs him down. Johnson left side. Pass to McMillan. Dishes it to Shrimp. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to McMillan. And that's off the glass and in. And we played just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Here's Pat. The dish now to Johnson. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. Denver shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. And that one falls for Johnson. The Nuggets making a switch here. No good on the second free throw. Seattle leading by 8. Payton kicks to Johnson. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Pat, that's good. Pack's got 5 points so far. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Pack's gone 2 for 4 so far here tonight. Johnson, the pass to Wingate. It's Shrimp on the wing. Kicks it to Payton. Pass to Wingate. 6 on the shot clock. Rakowski. And he banks in the layup. Rakowski's got his second bucket. The Nuggets trail by 8.
Already he's looking at his 3rd foul. I think the coach will probably look to sit him down until the 3rd quarter.
A different look for Denver. Rodgers comes in for Johnson. And Stith is subbed in for Abdul Rauf. Here's Pat. He has 5. He feeds it to Williams. He passes it to Stith. Back to Williams. Shot clock at 6. And he's good on the 3 ball. Williams has got 5.
But you can't leave him alone, especially from long range.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Percy Hawkins on the wing. Covered by Stith. Payton drives in. The dive for the ball. Ball stolen. And pushing it up. Here's Denver.
Straight to the bucket with a nice head of steam.
Well, no reason to slow it down when there's nothing in the way.
Here's Payton. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Hawkins kicks to Payton. Backs him down. The Nuggets trail by 5. Back passes to Williams. Knocked away. Shrimp with the steal. He dishes it to Perkins. Into Johnson. Banked in off the glass. And the Sonics lead by 7.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening, Steve.
No, it's off the charts. It really is. And defensively, I mean, they have to start shutting down some of those lanes to the hoop.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Rogers passes to Abdul-Rauf with his first shot attempt, and it's blocked by Payton. Here's the break. Oh!
Are you kidding me? That was a power punch right there. And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right. Those are phenomenal dunks to watch. So much fun.
Mutombo is checked in for Denver. For Seattle, they have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line. And that one falls for Kemp. The Nuggets trail by 10. Got a piece of it. Abdul-Rauf kicks to Williams. And there's the pass to Abdul-Rauf. Misses the wing chair.
An easy look there, but, you know, he misses those once in a while.
Tries to save it, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Supersonics will retain possession. Ellis is checked in for Rogers. Picked off in midair. Stiff the pass to Abdul-Rauf. Williams makes no mistake on the open jump shot. Williams has got 5 points in the quarter. 1:43 left in the first half. Now Payton. He's got 6. Back to Kemp. Payton with a screen on Ellis. A little pass fake there. Throws the D. Nice move. Kemp's got 9 points.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
The defense has to make an adjustment. They've got to string together some stops, or at the very least, they have to force this team into some bad shots. Wow, they are just red hot, guys, not missing a thing.
Sometimes you see a player get on a tear like this, Steve, but never an entire team.
Some changes for Seattle. Detlef Schrempf's checked in for Bukowski, and it's Wingate in for Gary Payton. The Supersonics shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. And that one falls for Kemp. Here's Abdul-Rauf. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Nice D from Schrempf. And here are the Sonics. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. Pass to Wingate. Feeds it to Kemp. He kicks it to Schrempf. A 3-ball.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
46 seconds left here in the second. Passes to Stiff. On the wing, Ellis. Here is Stiff. Knocks it loose. Hawkins passes to Askew. We've got 22 seconds left in the second quarter. Pass to Abdul-Rauf. Williams kicks to Mutombo. The pass to Abdul-Rauf. Williams. And a miss there on the triple. Schrempf passes to Hawkins. Here's Kemp. And it's wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
Boy, a big bonus for them to end the quarter as he beats the buzzer.
Talk about maximizing every last possession you've got. Right there, it was done.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Sonics ahead. They lead by 18. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Now, presented by Sprint.
And now get ready for the halftime report. We're happy to be part of your Sunday. The Sonics coming out of the gates in charge. Offensively, they're making it look ridiculously easy. Everything's falling. An unbelievable display by Shawn Kemp. He's up to 14 points, and the looks have been coming for him. A great shooting percentage from the floor and the line. For the Nuggets, though, in this one, plenty of work still to be done. Missed free throws, all too common thus far. You have to be able to punish a team for fouling you. Brian Stith has come up big for him. And of course, Reggie Williams also making his presence felt. That's it for me here in the studio. Time to send you back out to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the start of the third quarter.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a technically contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen. A fantastic game from Shawn Kemp in this one.
Yeah, it's been sheer dominance in the post by him so far, just tearing them up when he gets inside.
And getting it to him is the only hard part. Once he has it, he's automatic.
Pass to Stith. Here's Abdul Rauf. He's covered by Hawkins. Williams passes to Stith. Back to Williams. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Stith kicks to Williams. Clock at 4. The 3. And that one's good. Williams has got the first basket of the third quarter for the Nuggets. Now here's Payton. Back to Kemp. He's up against Mutombo. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Yep, that's 5 of their last 6 baskets inside the lane. They have really established themselves inside.
The Supersonics shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here.
One shot.
The Nuggets trail by 18. Payton on the double team. Abdul Rauf, the pass to Stith. Here's Abdul Rauf. Stith covered by Payton. Stith kicks to Williams. And again, Denver with the triple.
You know, if you were only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would be ahead.
A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Sonics leading by 15. Kemp backs in. Back to Payton. From deep three-point range. Great D that time from Abdul Rauf. Denver with the ball. Mutombo is screen on Kemp. Williams for 3. And again, Denver with the triple.
Tell you what, until this defense gets out and defends the three-point line, it's going to be a parade.
Yeah, we've already seen 3 in a row from out there.
And the first time out of the game called for Seattle.
He just is not happy with how his team is executing. And they've been on the wrong side of this run. It's time for a momentum shift.
You know, sometimes just getting off the court, taking a break, and coming back out fresh will give you a chance to pull together.
Now here's Johnson. He's up against Mutombo. Swiped away. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Here's Abdul Rauf. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Stith. He passes to Abdul Rauf. Shot clock at 5. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Sonics leading by 12. Kemp with it. Now defended by the Kemp. Oh! Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying Clark to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, partner?
Well, you know what the questions are about now? It's their defense, that's for sure.
Now, here's Mutombo. Johnson inside, working on Williams. Hit his leg, and it's whistled a kick. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Schrempf kicks to Hawkins.
Great reflexes to get a hand on that pass and go the other way with it. Well, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active active feet on the fast break.
And Clark power on the dunk.
And guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition.
Sonics leading by 12. There's the feed to Johnson. Dishes it to Shrimp. Kicks it to Payton. Back to Shrimp. 6 to shoot. He's against Williams. And the basket by Shrimp. Shrimp's got 8 points.
And you can feel the pattern of this game, guys. They're working it inside, dominating in the paint, getting good shots at will.
Well, 4 of their last 5 baskets, guys, have been of exactly that variety.
Yeah, that's smart basketball. You foul and you send a very poor free throw shooter to the line.
Yeah, I think that's just smart. I mean, especially the way he's been throwing it down. Make him earn it at the stripe.
For Denver, they have converted 4 of 7 free throws on the night. And he can't get the first one. Some changes for Seattle. Sam Perkins, he's checked in for Kemp. Askew comes in for Detlef Schrempf. And it's McMillan in for Hersey Hawkins. Good on the second free throw. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Payton against Abdul Rauf. And it's Seattle with another.
I like the way they've played here in the first half. Just an intelligent floor game, getting good shots.
Numbers certainly back that up. They're shooting a much better percentage.
Here's Abdul Rauf. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Here's Payton. Finishes the print with a slam.
Well, this is how you completely rattle an opponent's rhythm.
Yeah, such terrific on-the-ball defense to trigger the transition opportunity.
And it wasn't just the tough D, it was the exclamation point they put on the fast break with the slam.
And he lobs it up toward the rim.
Stupendous. I love that word. Save that one. The word and the jam. I want to see it again.
Just beautiful. You can't top that. I love the alley-oop play. So much fun to watch.
McMillan against Stiff. And it's blocked by Johnson. And they'll keep possession.
You got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
Well, they've done a lot of things right, but I agree with you, Clark. Their rebounding is right there at the top of the list.
Now here's Payton. 19-point lead, which is the largest margin in the game. Passes it to Askew. Shot clock at 6. And it's Seattle with another.
Everything's falling now, and this lead continues to increase.
Yeah, it's just way too hard to keep up with a scoring pace like this. I mean, and that's why the defense is having a tough time.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Man, a gaping hole in the defense that time, and he didn't waste any time getting through it.
Sonics leading by 19. And here is Payton. He's got 10. Abdul Rauf covering. 7-foot shot. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Take a look at what Payton's been doing. 10 points, and he has been the definition of a thief with all those steals.
I'll say, I mean, defensively, he's fought his way through this game beautifully. They haven't gotten away with any loose passes, any sloppy ball handling when he's in the vicinity.
He misses the free throw. Sonics making a switch here. Schrempf's checked in. And the second free throw, good. Here's Abdul Rauf. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Poked loose. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Payton passes to McMillan. Back to Payton. Baseline try. And the jumper falls for him. Payton's got 7 now in this quarter.
When it rains, it pours. Another jump shot tickles that twine.
Yeah, they've got it flowing right now, guys. They're putting together a nice little run.
From the wing, shot's good by Abdul Rauf.
You know, that's one way he can finish, but not the only way. He's got a lot of tricks up his sleeve.
Now here's Payton. Pass to Askew. From past the arc. Got it off in time, but it's no good. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Sonics ahead, just dominating this one. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. Seattle leading by 20. Stiff kicks to Mutombo. None of the defenders wanted anything Clark to do with him on that jam.
And I do not blame him at all, partner. He was coming in with a bunch of steam and was ready to posterize whoever decided to get in his way.
All right, I understand, fellas, but come on. You've got to challenge him a little bit at least.
Shooting for Seattle, Nate McMillan. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. He hits one and misses one, each at the line. The Nuggets trail by 19. Williams with the ball, now guarded by Schrempf. Gary Payton, he's checked in for the Sox. And stolen by Perkins. And here comes the break. Throws it up high. Kemp.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up Clark. That beautiful alley-oop dunk.
Yeah, it was nice.
Just a gorgeous assist.
Here's Pat. Covered by Payton. Schrempf gets the rebound. Sonics leading by 21. Kemp backs in. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Schrempf dishes to Kemp. And Williams, here we go. The pass to Pat. Pass to Stiff. Here's Pat. Outside Williams. Just 5 on the clock. Fades and shoots. Gets it to go. Williams has got 20 points.
8 of the last 10 points at that end of the court have been scored on very high percentage shots in the paint.
Yeah, and it's not necessarily strategic, Clark. It's just a matter of playing with more heart. Got to play hard, guys.
Payton gets the bucket.
What an excellent performance from the field for him.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
Yeah, he's seen enough of this interior scoring that his defense is giving up. So the message during this timeout is time to lock things up inside.
You know, sometimes a group can just get spaced out on defense. They're not connected and playing 5 as 1. And usually a timeout can help you refocus and recalibrate that defense.
Here's Pat. Following the basket by Gary Payton. It's taken away by Payton. By himself, rips down the breakaway slam. He is capable, Clark, of some incredible athleticism.
And we just got a chance to see it on full display right there.
Well, you got to love a point guard who can finish like a power forward.
Stiff against Hawkins. Ellis, the pass to Pat. Blocked. Johnson with it. Schrempf with it. Picked up by Ellis. Here's Kemp. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Kemp's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Are you sensing or feeling a theme here, fellas? I mean, they're taking it straight to the bucket every time down.
And why not? And that's 8 straight points in the paint for this team. They're making this a very physical battle. And in the paint, they have really shown some strength. Their work on the boards has been phenomenal.
Yeah, I'd certainly call it a mismatch, Steve, at least for today.
Hawkins kicks to Kemp. Second shot opportunity. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Just absolute domination in this one for Shawn Kemp. He has 23 points, and he's made 3 shots at the foul line.
Well, that's important. I mean, get to the foul line. Any team, when you can outscore your opponent from the foul line, it's critical. And he's trying to do his part right there.
He's off on the first. And the Nuggets with some changes. Johnson, he's checked in for Mutombo. Hammonds comes in for Ellis. And Smith subbed in for Stiff. He hits the second from the line. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Good, Kevin. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Sam Perkins, he's checked in for Shawn Kemp.
Looked to me like the defender didn't get squared up and get his feet set.
Good work by the officials. A nice call. That play can be tough to judge sometimes.
A steal.
You got to be sure that you can get it there in time and crisply.
Passes it to Askew. He passes to McMillan. Shot from the wing, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Poked away. Always going up for the alley-oop here, and it's Miller with the jam.
A little bit of a magic act here, pulling off the Houdini to make that catch and slam.
Stupendous alley-oop.
This crowd just stunned at the sight of that one.
Here's Smith after the made shot for Miller. Smith up top. He's guarded by McMillan. Rogers passes to Johnson. Here's Pat. 5 on the clock. Pass to Rogers. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Brakowski, he's checked in for the Sonics. Wingate comes in for Miller. Seattle with the ball. A 14-2 run over the last bit. The pass to Askew. Here is Wingate. From deep. Offensive rebound. Johnson. And it's blocked by Johnson. Smith with it. Knocked loose. And here we go. There's the lob to the hoop.
Well, that's a wrap, fellas. No way you come back in this one.
Not anymore. Any chance of that happening went out the window a while ago.
.132 left here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Rogers. Defended by Askew. Here's Pat. Six on the shot clock. Passes to Rogers. And again, Denver no good.
You just assume he's going to knock those down when he's as open as he was there.
Pass to McMillan. Wingate. And so it looks like the Supersonics will retain possession here.
Remains Seattle ball. 7 seconds on the shot clock. 7.
Clock at 6. Here's Johnson. Rakowski. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face.
Well, they're going to walk out of here with a win and send this crowd home happy.
A very solid performance in a lot of areas for them.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Stith is checked in. Here's Hammonds. There's the pass to Stith. 32 seconds left to play in the final quarter.
Brian Stith. Taking 2 shots.
The first one falls. Both free throws good from Stith. Here's McMillan. Here's Seattle. They're on an 18-4 run. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Wingate. Makes the lead pass. It's taken away by Smith.
And I think this is going to be too much to overcome, Clark. What do you think?
All the sand in the hourglass is gone, and I agree with you.
And it's Johnson penetrating. Good D by Johnson.
He still couldn't finish, even though it looked like he had a lane to the rim. But too often, that's the story for him.
So we see the Sonics taking the W here. Not much to be critical of with this win, Clark.
Not at all. I mean, they showed up not just to play, they showed up to give great effort and to win, and they did both.
Thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr endorsement, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll see you next time. And now, our Jordan player of the game, Gary Payton.